Today is about partnerships, and the University of North Dakota established a partnership this summer with Grand Forks Air Force Base. The agreement allows faculty and students to work in the North Spark Defense Laboratory. Joining us now is the Associate Dean for the College of Engineering and Mines, Dr. Will Semke, and the Director of North Spark, Lieutenant Colonel Mike Dunn. Thank you both for being here today.
Thanks for having us. Real pleasure.
Mike, let's begin by talking about the purpose of the lab. It's designed to accomplish many things, but what's its primary purpose?
Yeah, so the laboratory is really designed to give innovation tools to our airmen. We want to enable airmen to be able to have the tools to do things like rapid prototyping, to be able to develop ideas that they have to make their lives and their work centers better. So it's really starts with airmen, and we have some things out there like 3D printers, 3D scanners, we have automation tools, we do design sprints, and all kinds of trying to enable airmen with tools that they need to get their job done. And in addition, we really partner a lot with small businesses through the Small Business Innovation Research Program, or SBIR program, to bring innovative technologies from the business sector to the Air Force Base and to the Air Force writ large, so that we can kind of take advantage of the best things that industry has to offer as well. So I don't know if that's me or if, but
did you hear something?
But we're doing a lot of great things out there, and it's been awesome to partner with UND as well, and it's been the partnership with UND has been foundational in that, because we get access to so many more resources, right? We get access to just the faculty and staff and the students at UND who all have these great creative ideas, things that we've already seen work together in partnership. With one another. So it's been really neat to
That's incredible.
Watch it firsthand.
I know you're doing work in the virtual world as well. Can you share some of the programs that you've been working on?
Yeah, I think one that immediately pops to mind is we have developed a trainer for we have the RQ-4 Global Hawk is the primary weapon system that's down at Grand Forks Air Force Base, and we have airmen that are responsible for learning how to paint. And so instead of now painting and doing their practice painting in real world with all the messy cleanup and cost that comes along with that, we've developed a VR painting system where they can put on goggles and they can use a VR kind of paint sprayer to really practice this, and they can get a ton of reps and sets practicing that without the mess and cost that comes with doing that in the real world.
Yeah, I love it.
Cool.
Thanks. It's, the virtual world is legitimate for training purposes and many other things. And Will, tell me about the opportunities that this partnership presents to our students and our faculty members.
Well, it's just a great opportunity to make this solidify and have a permanent agreement with the Air Force Base to work on projects of mutual interest, and it gives us this structure that's going to go past different commands at the base, past different generations of faculty and students, to build that long-term relationship that we've been blessed with for so long already.
Yeah, it is a great partnership. And one of the projects taken on by the lab was called From Lab Coats to the Front Line. Tell us about the project and how UND students helped that project along.
Yes, that was a project last fall that was part of a Hacking for Defense course that we offered here at UND. Dr. Amy Whitney from the Center of Innovation and I co-taught the course, and it was coordinated with the DoD, and they brought projects to us from all over the country. Possibly, we ended up with 4 supporting the Grand Forks Air Force Base, but projects that the DoD has to work on anything from social issues to building a widget to process steps. And then one of the projects in there, a group of students worked on ways to how to bring innovation to the base in a more effective way, how to coordinate or how to collaborate the activities of regional businesses and hopefully businesses from the East Grand Forks and Grand Forks to work with the base to bring needed technology and new innovation on there. So they looked at how do we help businesses get connected and get into the system to contribute to the base mission.
Nice. Well, why do you think this was the right time for this agreement to happen?
Well, it was just a great opportunity. Like I mentioned, there's been a long-standing, work with the base and the connection with UND and the community. But, under your leadership, coming from the Air Force Base and the leadership that was at the base, we worked with Colonel Gurdovich a lot, and it just was a great opportunity to spark this thing. We also just entered into this Hacking for Defense program. We went through a bunch of training on what to do with that. And so that was coming up, and we're hoping to offer it again this spring. So we're looking for students to get involved to bring these innovative ideas. So all the things were just at the right time, and we just can build from there.
Nice, exciting. And Mike and Will, what do you think are some of the research projects you see forthcoming between UND and North Spark?
I'll jump on that one if that's okay. I think there's really a ton of collaboration that we've already started with the Center for Innovation. And so for folks that are looking to connect with us, the Center for Innovation is a great hub where we have mutual connections. So we've started to kind of coalesce around some different training. We offer at the North Spark Defense Lab some training on military Scrum Master, which is analogous to Scrum Master course, which some folks may be familiar with, and Warfighter Centered Design, which is a military version of human-centered design, which is popular in the civilian sector as well. So we're partnering on a lot of those trainings, which is fantastic, to be able to bring in the resources, the professors and students at UND to work on things that specifically to do with climate, energy, and small UAS. I tell you, this is here in North Dakota, and specifically in Grand Forks and East Grand Forks, an amazing ecosystem of industry, academia, and the military. We all have common goals. This is an amazing university that's committed to aviation and small UAS. We have Grand Sky Park and a bunch of small business in the area that are really interested in small UAS and UAS operations in general. And then at Grand Forks, we fly the largest RPA in the Air Force inventory and have a lot of experience with flying remotely piloted aircraft. So that's one way I think that we can work together, and I think the direction to be strong.
Was that you again?
I think so.
Okay.
The breakfast was really good. Maybe I ate too much, I guess.
Yeah, I think all the things that were mentioned are great opportunities. From the College of Engineering Minds, we have a research institute for technical issues, the Center of Innovation bringing in new businesses, the aerospace school training pilots doing operations, and just across campus, there's just so many opportunities for different folks from UND to collaborate with the base. And this agreement isn't just for one of them, it's an overarching umbrella to try to grow these collaborations and grow them into more deep in some areas when other agreements will be formed.
Nice.
But this can be the base model.
Nice. Mike, one last question for you. I know that you're doing some high-tech health and fitness programs. There's an effort called the Bod Pod. Can you tell us about it?
Sure, yeah. Just a little bit about the Bod Pod. It is a full body composition pod that you kind of get inside, and it takes all kinds of measurements. So at the Air Force Base, as you can imagine, we need to be prepared to fight and win in combat, and so part of that is certainly fitness. And so as we have health professionals that are helping airmen become their best selves, become fit to fight, part of it is using technology to do that. So this, again, spawned out of one of these small business innovation research programs that I mentioned, where we're leveraging the best technology from industry to bring it to the Air Force Base to partner and collaborate, and then we're becoming a more lethal force, a more ready force because of our partnership with local industry. So pretty cool.
Guys, thanks so much for being here today. And we've learned some things. We've learned about Scrum Masters, Bod Pods, and virtual painters. So wonderful. Thanks so much, and we really appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks so much.